Hello, welcome to the introduction to the drafting program. We will skip the welcome screen and just get right into it. We will go over the most basic features. For more advanced features, you are free to read the manual in the top left corner. It's not that long, and then you will be able to use the program to its full potential. First, quick note, the settings are here. You can customize a lot of the behavior of the program here. Now, for the champion picks, we can drag champions to pick them. We can click. We can also drag between slots. Then we can click to unpick. I can also hover over a champion and press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And then I will get to pick it or ban it depending on the mode that I'm in. I can also search for a champion by typing. I don't have to click on the search bar, I can just type. And then I can use any of the methods I described beforehand. Now, notably, if I want to search for some other champion, I can simply start typing, and as long as the search bar is not focused, it will clear itself when it is refocused. If you don't like that, you are free to change that behavior here in the settings. There are multiple drafts. I think it's just convenient, and it also enables us to have fearless mode. I have Aatrox picked here, it's unavailable here, right? If I pick Akali here, it's unavailable in the next draft. Next, I can save a draft, so I will save this draft, I will save this draft. I can either press this button or Shift plus V, right? And then I can browse drafts, and I can load whatever draft I want. I can also name these saved drafts. Let's say I will name this SKT and this is IG. I can search in the same way I search the champions. I simply type the name or the champions that are in there, preferably according to the pick order. So if I do something like Aatrox Irelia, it won't work. But if I do Irelia Aatrox, it will be all good. About the role filtering and team data. We have role filtering. You can do this with buttons. You can do this with Shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If any of the binds don't work for you, you can simply change them here in the settings. Team filtering, Shift QWE. Then you can also press on the buttons themselves. How this works is role filtering is obvious, and then team filtering. This is a feature most useful for team preparations when you're preparing against some kind of enemy team. You can simply input their pool here. How we do this is by going to the custom data tab, and then let's say our enemy plays Varus ADC aside from Jinx and Jhin. I simply find them, enemy, ADC, I type Varus. Save and load. Here it is, we have Varus, and our ADC does not play him, so we don't have him here. If you want to know more about the ways, about how to input this data, you can simply read the data specification. You can also load it from file, so it's easy to collaborate with just passing files around in your team Discord or whatever. When you have multiple drafts, let's say you made a nice fearless draft, and you think that you are satisfied with it, and that's the way that you would like to see your team play the drafting phase, then you can export everything, and it will be a one draft file that you can then import, right? So here I have the JSON with a lot of drafts. I don't know why I'm using Visual Studio. In the meantime, I can simply clear everything. Great. And if I want to go back to my previous state, I can simply import this file. And here you go, my drafts are back. I can also browse the drafts and load them, but I think that is just a bit faster to do it. And as you can see, we have our drafts exported here. We can do the same thing with the draft snapshots. You can export and import them. You can also clear all with 2 clicks. And that brings us to the last part, which is some visual customization. So we can hide the top buttons. If you get lost and you forget the shortcut for the settings, which is Shift S, you can simply reload the page and everything is alright. After that, You can change the looks of peaks and bands with different icons. Then we can make the draft a bit wider. And that is it for the most important features. Thank you for being with me, and I will see you next time.